All right, now, the Speaker of the House treats the Air Force like her own private airline. That's according to a new report from Judicial Watch. That's a public interest group that investigates corruption in our government. It details a stack of documents showing that Nancy Pelosi's long list of requests for military travel out of Washington to San Francisco and back again on a luxury G5. That's a Gulfstream that flies at 50,000 feet. You can see the curve of the Earth on the atmosphere.
Sweet.
It's a remarkable aircraft. Also, it found emails discussing her constant last-minute cancellations of the same aircraft. Well, Tom Fitton is president of Judicial Watch, and his group broke this story yesterday afternoon. How you doing, Tom? You're getting all kinds of attention. I got to tell you, man, I've been bragging to Megan all morning. About 5 years ago, I had the privilege of flying in one of these aircraft. There's not a better plane in the sky, I don't think, Tom. I mean, this defines luxury. I mentioned 50,000 feet. You see the curvature of the air. I mean, this is top of the line. Okay, now
were the taxpayers paying for it?
No. Private money, private industry, came from L.A. to New York. Okay, put that to the side right now. Enough of my silly story. Well, here's the interior. Oh, look at that thing. I mean, let's go. All right, Tom.
Lovely.
You say that she's using the Air Force like her own personal airline. Now, explain that to us.
Well, she's bringing her family on these trips repeatedly, and the reimbursement, the family does reimburse the Air Force, but it's a fraction of what it actually costs to operate a jet like that.
And what does it cost, Tom?
Oh, tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, you know, the one trip they took to look at the Iowa flood, we calculated a rate of $83,000 for that one trip. So, but the fare that is charged to people traveling with the Speaker, such as her husband or her daughters or granddaughter, $600, $800, not nearly enough to cover the cost.
So these weren't just office assistants, it was family members?
Oh, no, the spouses are angling to get on these trips, and not only Speaker Pelosi's spouse, but the spouses of other members of Congress. In fact, the Pentagon was saying, we can arrange commercial travel for one of these big congressional delegations. And the Speaker's office wrote back, well, we've got the spouses to deal with, and that won't work.
Well, okay, now apparently she made a lot of last-minute cancellations, which I think you could kind of... Indeed it does. We'll get that in a moment. But you can understand that. I mean, there's been a lot of work to do in Washington, especially over the past year and a half, and last-minute votes could, change your plans for the weekend at the last second. I get that. But the Department of Defense is saying, I want to get this right, too, her office had a plane on reserve every weekend. And in your words, just in case there was the possibility of travel, which brings in that added cost of trying to prep the plane and get it ready for travel.